Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. Today I'm gonna do a small, just brief because I am 50 years old now. I had a birthday party this weekend, and it was fun. And so I just want to reflect on the goals I had because I do goals like for my birthday. Instead of New Year's, I wait. I have 20 days to relax from the holidays and then write down and work on my goals. So I did that, and I want to talk about the goals I had last year. So I did a couple, which one was that I want to be out of debt, and I didn't meet the goal of poop, I'm out of debt, but I brought it down $10,000 with that second job that I started. So my goal this year is, because I owe more than $10,000 and more than another 10, but I know that I'm gonna stay there because now I know what I could do in 6 months. So I'm gonna stay there another 6 months and pay off another $10,000, and that would leave me with a little bit of extra money to do things that I need to do, emergency stuff, to do a little savings on the side, and and I'd be down another $10,000. So so the plan is to work at least another 6 months, bring it down another $10,000, and then possibly borrow from my 401k so I stop paying interest on anything that I have left after that. And just keep paying off on the 401k without interest. So that would save me a little, too. And another goal was, my goal was to go down to 150, and then I reached that. So I said, okay, let's see if I could do 140, and I reached that. I reached that before the holidays. I went under the least I went. I think I went 138.8, something like that. But of course, with the holidays, I went up and down, and then with my birthday, the weeks coming. Well, the holidays just were like great for my belly because we were watching movies, doing junk food, and I even have this little pain now from all the food that I ate in the weekend, and I still have a lot of cake to eat. But anyway, so I met that goal, and that pretty much is my goal. Like, I don't want to go down any more than 140. Well, I want to see, my doctor thing is 140. I think it said 140, 135, or so I want to stay between 145 and 135. So if I go under 140, it's okay. If I go over 140, it's okay. I just want to stay within those 10 pounds, 145 to 135, because I feel amazing right now. And that's another goal. Like, I've gained muscle, which was, I guess it wasn't a goal, but I wanted to look good in my old age, and I am 50 now and I have muscle, so yay for me. What else? I should have wrote them down because I was thinking of all the goals I had. Oh, I started Beachbody as a business for me, and I wasn't able to put that much into it because I have the second job, so that would be a little third job going on. um, but I don't have time because I go from one job to the other to sleep, to one job to the other to sleep. So I've tried, and mostly because I want other people to feel like me, be healthy, be strong, be breathe, and be happy. But I have 5 customers, which, with a little bit of time, that's a goal met. Pachung. I didn't join and not do anything. I joined and I have 5 um, customers. So my goal for this year, for because I want to keep doing it, because I mean I exercise and I, portion control as much as possible for myself. So why not, help others get there? So I'm gonna keep the business, and my goal is, since I'll be still working for at least half of the year, uh, both jobs, then I shouldn't go too high. I think if I could get five more customers by the end of the year, then that would be amazing, to help five more people. And to encourage the five that I have to do it, because some of them are doing it and some of them are not. It's not just about signing up and then it just happens. No, you have to do the work. You have to measure your food. You have to be consistent, and I have to get my people to get there, to go to that next step. They invested on themselves last year. Now they need to commit and actually do the work. So hopefully I could get my five to do that, and then I could add another five that we could work with to help them out. And what else? Well, I have, without making a goal, I got a new job, and I'm thinking that's, what is it? Um, my board, my wish list kind of board. I forgot what it's called. Um, but I asked for, of course, more money so I could pay off my bills. So I keep getting not promotions, kind of promotions, but I get moved and get bigger projects, and I'm thinking that bigger projects should bring me bigger money, right? So kudos to that. That came all by itself, and I'm enjoying that. Um, but that's it. Then I have it in my um, board over there too, that I wanted to travel, and I didn't do much traveling last year because of course the pandemic. But I'm hoping, and I bought myself for Christmas, and I haven't opened it because I kept it on the side. I bought myself, because I know traveling is expensive, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna do camping. But I'm gonna do camping, not just like where we regularly go, but I want to go more. So I bought myself this California State Parks and Beaches Adventure book. So it's, you kind of check off here. I went here, I did this, and it tells you, when you go camping and what you could do. So I got myself this. So for traveling, I'm starting with camping, which is a lot less expensive. You still spend money, but I'm on a budget still. So I'm excited to really open this. It's still it has the plastic, but I just opened it. And then it talks about wildlife and stuff. So I like all that. I like the outdoors. So it's exciting to have that. And then another thing that I don't know if all of you use these, but I bought this for myself for my birthday, and I got here like 2 days after my birthday. But it's Paola Herrera's planner, and I got the one last year. It's pricey, but I love it because I already use planners, because planners are amazing just to write down, and so you won't forget the things that, not just the things you plan, but the like appointments and all kinds of stuff. I can't open this, but I love my planners, and then I love Paola Herrera. So last year I bought her planner, and like I said, it's a little pricey, but I just bought it again because of like all the things it does. It has like a budget area, and I think that helped me a lot stay on track. Paying down my oh, look how pretty, my debt. because I had this thing where check off, check off, check off, but last year's was pink and this year's is silver. But how pretty is this? How pretty. See? And then and that has the decretos. Here it is, here it is. Of course it's in Spanish, but it's ingresos, so that's the income. Then the things that you pay, you like your bills right here, and then how much you make, how much you spend, how much your savings, and how much you owe, and your goals for this. And it has it for every month. So every month you just write down, and then when you write it down, you try to meet those goals. So I love this book for last year, and when it came out this year, I said, you know what, Susan, it's a little bit of money, but I think it's worth it because it helps you keep track. Because the other one I used, which I love too, it had more of a planner like parties and events and stuff, but it's good that it's already in here, like all the money stuff. So you just check it out, check it out, check it out. Anyway, and it has some cool stickers. And then she came up with something else, and of course I went and bought it. But it's La Historia que me cuenta manifiesto. So this little manifesting book. And I told you guys I got the high five, right? The high five journal. So this one is like a journal too. But I bought the high five journal because I thought it could be like things that I want to write, because I knew that the Paola Herrera one was guided. So I wanted to do it, after my birthday when I had time. So it tells you like day by day for 3 months what to do each day. So this one, the one colored in, look how pretty they're white and the silver and they're, cool stuff. But I'm doing or Mel Robbins' High Five daily journal first, and it's still guided because it tells you like stuff to check off, but it's not, because the Paola Herrera one tells you what to do. So I need to concentrate on that, and right now I don't have concentration time, so I do this, like I get up in the morning, and as I'm like putting up, turning on my computer and things are like coming up, I take it, because it takes like 5 minutes to do, and then of course you memorize because it's the same thing over and over, and now you know what it is, and then it makes you feel when you write it and you're journaling it. It says like 5 things you want, and then you write you want them, and then it tells you what are the little steps you're going to take to get there. And then when you write it yesterday and then you write it today and you didn't take the steps and you wrote the steps you were going to stay, then it gives you this like, oh my God, if I'm writing it down, I have to do it. Do the steps to get there. So it pushes you to get to your goals. So I really do like writing, journaling, my what is it, my planners. I like writing everything because it gets me to do that. I like doing this, I like doing the YouTube and all these things, because I say it, I write it, and then it helps me, push me to like the books I read last year. It helps me, well, I have to read a chapter because I have to talk about it on Thursday, or my meditation area over there, doggy run that I'm picking up. It's not what I wanted, which I'm still working on it, but it got me to do a lot more than than I would have done had I not been recording it and noting what I was doing on YouTube. So it's really cool to do all these things to keep you accountable for the things that you do. So I was going to talk about my party, but I just talked about all this. I'll tell you a little bit about my party. It wasn't, I invited all of my family on my mom's side, on my dad's side. I invited some friends. I invited, it was probably going to be more than 100 people. And only like 30 people showed up. But my party was absolutely amazing because it's like Laura helped me. Laura, my sister, helped me like rent and do everything, and she paid a lot of it too. So she paid me, helped me monetarily. But she had the idea they were gonna make a surprise, but it became what I wanted, exactly what I wanted, because they had to tell me because I had the second job. So then she said, "Okay, I got this, now go with it." And everything was pretty like I wanted it to be. It might not have been pretty to other people, but I thought it was like amazing. I wish everybody would have came and would have seen it and would have had so much fun. And then the music, it was a DJ, and I told him what music I wanted, at what times I wanted the music, and it just all like perfectly perfect. Maybe if more people would have came, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy it as much because I would have to be hosting more people. But everybody that came is everybody that dances with me anyway, and I'm a dance crazy loca girl because I love, if my feet hurt, I don't care. I feel the music, I am dancing. And so everybody that came are the people that dance with me at other parties too. Everybody else sits down. I did tall tables and zero chairs because I said those people that are sitting all the time, they're gonna be tired of standing there and they're gonna come in and dance. Maybe that's why they didn't come. Anyway, but no, they didn't come because of COVID. Some of them have COVID and some of them were afraid of COVID. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's those times, and I am just happy that the people, it was all my sisters and then Elma and Sandy, which are like my sisters. I lived with them for years and we love each other like sisters. And so all my sisters, they should have sang that song, all my sisters with me. But they came regardless of if they caught COVID or not because I was worth it for them. And I am so happy, like everybody that came was dancing and enjoying themselves with me, and thank you so much. That's all I have. I was supposed to talk more about my party and all that, but this is amazing, you guys. This journaling and writing make a lot of people say they don't have time to exercise. You have, if I have time, I have time to journal, to write, to make goals, to work, to exercise, and to do these videos. If you wanted to, you could make time for yourself. It's not time to give somebody else, it's time for yourself. Writing, just, you know, I right now I don't have time, and I know if I wanted to, I could make time to meditate because that's amazing. But when I'm writing, it's like meditating because you just let your mind go in a certain direction, right? Because when you're meditating, like you're trying to stay here. I like guided meditations because I do what they say, right? Like what they tell me to think of. But if I didn't have, and like journaling, you're writing what you're thinking, something specific. But if you're just on your normal day to day, you could be cooking and you're thinking of what you're gonna do, tomorrow, or that you have to take somebody somewhere, or your mind is going everywhere. And the point of meditating is to like be here, be present, what you're doing right now. Like I'm talking to you. When you're journaling, it's the same thing. You're thinking specific. What am I writing? What are the things, right? So spend some time with yourself. Spend some time with yourself this year. Make it a goal to give your you time, because we need it. We need it. I am so much happier since 2020 because that's when I learned that it's okay to, take care of me. And by taking care of you, then you have time and are happier to take care of the the rest of the world, if that's what you wish. But anyway, it's almost 20 minutes, so I'm gonna leave you here and we'll talk some more next Tuesday. Thank you for listening to me and subscribe.